What's up, guys? Welcome to the first episode of What is Dre Up To. In today's episode, my first one off the channel, I want to talk to you about how to swap blow-off valve, how to swap the stock one to a upgraded one. I bought a HKS one off eBay. Just make sure they are authentic and not replicas or fakes. I'm in no way a mechanic. I just live and learn, like my channel says. I live and learn. That's all. I do my research and I put hands-on training. That's about it. Like I was saying, I'm in no way a mechanic. You guys, before you put hands-on training on something, you want to do your research before you do it. And I got a lot of things to work on. I got my 93 Jimny, aka Samurai. You guys know that. I also work on my bikes, the DRZ, and my import Suzuki JMX11. That's a 2-stroke. I'll show you the bikes in the clip so you have an idea, and my 97 Geo tracker too. But today we're gonna get hands-on training on this one right here. Swap up the blow-off valve and get a different sound. So stay tuned. These are my toys right here. That's the Suzuki JMX11. This is my DRZ. And yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of work on it, all these toys on this car, on the motorcycle, this car, and the Geo tracker. This was an import too. It's 600 cc's. It's got the stock blow-off valve, which we're gonna swap and get a better sound when we shift gears. Something nicer, something more sexy. When I went to AutoZone, I needed to buy this, the pliers, ring plier set. You're gonna need this in order to put the flange to the blow-off valve. You want to need some hose clamps, and I bought the hose. Just also make sure you measure the hoses, get the right diameter. This is the original one, and you might as well get a brand new, because you're just gonna need one vacuum line to go from the blow-off valve to the intake. And the hardest part is from what I heard, my research, is that putting the ring, snap ring that the blow-off valve comes into this, and this tool right here makes it a lot easier to install it. So let's get to work. So because the hose is new, the inlet is a bit small, and it's a good thing to have a heat gun. It helps a lot. It makes the job a lot easier for a lot of reasons. Always buy a heat gun. Always have a heat gun in hand. I bought this one for like $25 on eBay, and it's served me very well for a lot of projects that I've done. Can't forget the Vaseline. You're gonna need some Vaseline too. Heating the hose up, and and with some force. Wear some gloves because your hands get irritated. It finally, 3 hours later, was able to fit into the flange. So let's get on to the next step. Let's hook this up to the blow-off valve. So as you can see, I used to tip from the old hose. Just this part right here, from there up. And inserted it into the new one so it could serve as a spacer. Just like intakes have. Cold air intakes, they got spacers like this for the filter. So something quick to make this work.
Well, we're gonna use the clamp as well. Let's see how that goes. For now, this is how we went to test it out, see how it goes. We are gonna assemble this a little nicer so it could be more secure. I just want to try it out. I want to turn on the car, see if everything works, if the blow-off valve is working the way it's supposed to work. I will be securing this a little bit better, but for me to just move the car around from the parking spot, I'm gonna have to just leave it like this until I get the new intake. I have a new intake coming too with a different filter, and I'm gonna be adapting this a little bit better. This is the vacuum filter here. This is the new hose that goes into the intake manifold. So let's test it out. So I'm just gonna test out the blow-off valve. We're ready. I almost forgot that I was gonna have a vacuum leak because of this. One of the hoses goes into the stock one, the stock blow-off valve, but we're just gonna test this out because I'm already got a new cold air intake on the way for it, and we're not gonna need this anymore. But to test it out right now, I just had a plug around there. I put it in there so we don't have a vacuum leak or nothing. And let's get this baby running, see how it sounds with the new blow-off valve. The stock one just barely made any noise when you shift gears and stuff. And I heard how this one sounds. This is the SSQV, I believe, 4. And I heard it and I saw it in one video on YouTube. And man, that shit sounded lovely. It sounded beautiful. So we're gonna go around the block, test it out, see how it works. Like I said, for now the blow-off valve is gonna be just set up like that. It's not going nowhere until we get the intake delivered, and we're gonna have more space to work there. As you saw, the original intake is too big. It takes a lot of space. When the new intake is going to take, the new filter is going to take less space. I make it mount really nice around there. Ooh, yeah, hearing that? I hear that blow-off valve. I'm loving it. Loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. We're gonna go around the block, test it out, see how it is. So after that, I'm gonna show you my 97 Geo tracker. That's my baby.
So crazy. Give me the mic, let me recite. So Timothy White, tickets outside, they're gonna scope offices every night. What if he's right? I'm just a criminal, making a living over the world's misery. What in the world gives me the right to say what I like?
Let's see. Oh, I got no watch light here. Hopefully that works. is a big difference. That is a huge difference from the original, from the stock one. Oh my God, I'm loving it. I think I'm gonna drive this car more often now. Yes, that was a nice investment. A little expensive, but it was worth it. Definitely worth it. I love it, bro. I love it. That was a easy mod. Very, very, very easy modification. Just the hose, trying to fit in the hose into the flange, that was took me a little time. But as long as you have the right tools, you got the heat gun and all that. I think I'm gonna go around the 2 blocks. I just want to keep hearing this, bro. As long as you got the right tools, like I said, the heat gun and all that. And I remember for the O-ring, for the rings, to get that pliers, the special pliers, you're gonna need that. Definitely that helped as well. Oh man. I'm loving it, I'm loving it. The blower valve, don't get robbed, don't get scammed, right? Be careful when buying. Make sure they legit, they original factory parts. Make sure whatever brand you go with is original. You know how eBay tends, it's a lot of replicas, a lot of fake ones. So be careful with that. My blower valve, my HKS came straight from Japan dealer, and it was a pretty penny, but I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. Stay tuned for the intake modification, how I'm gonna do it and stuff. It is the inlet from the intake is very small, so I'm gonna have to figure something out, and stay tuned for that. All right, guys.